So next match on court, and what an exciting prospect. The current world #1, Lee Chong Wei of Malaysia, up against the #7 seed, the former world and Olympic champion, Taufik Hidayat. So these two players, really two of the most famous players in world badminton.
Blue, red.
The Indonesian Taufik Hidayat,
Red,
there he is. This, the only
red.
one of the majors
7.
that he's never won. Of course, as I say, he's been world champion, Olympic champion, Asian Games champion twice, and reigning Asian Games champion. And the one title that he really covets is this All England. 27 years of age, and that's staggering when you think that the first time he was in the final was 10 years ago. Taufik Hidayat, as a 17-year-old, lost in the final in 1999 to Peter Gader, the man that he beat yesterday in the quarterfinals. So for Lee Chong Wei, the #1 seed, he's never reached an All England final, despite being the world #1. 26 years of age, born in Penang. First world #1 back in June, July 2006, and then he lost that #1 status, dropped down to #2 because Lin Dan took over from him once again. But since the Olympic Games, Lin Dan not competing in many events, and Lee Chong Wei has regained his #1 status. So just looking at the Malaysians' path through to today's semi-final. Very tough opening round. That was the hardest match that he's encountered so far. Lu Yi of China dropped the opening game 19-21. The Malaysian, winner of 17 career titles, including 5 Malaysian Opens, which of course the first of the Super Series events for 2009, the Malaysian Open. He won that for the 5th time, and then the next week in Korea he reached the final but lost out to Peter Gader. He's been #1 seed at World Championships, failed to live up to that expectation. He is a man who has talked openly about the burden of expectation when he is #1. There's been a lot written in the Malaysian press about the need to deliver when you are the #1 in the world. To be honest, that just creates extra pressure. 11th meeting between these two players. Previous 10, you can see the advantage held by the Indonesian. And in fact, he won the last 2 times that they met. Both last year, the Macau Open final and the French Open semi-final. Stephen Temple from Wales is our umpire. And, well, we were told it was a sellout. Oh, my goodness, it certainly is. This is one of the matches that everybody has been looking forward to. Well, the crowd really are warming up for this, no question of that. Packed arena here in Birmingham, and so it should be. The world #1, Lee Chong Wei of Malaysia, up against the former world and Olympic champion, Taufik Hidayat. Hidayat, who's just resigned from the Indonesian Badminton Association, not part of the national squad, not funded by them anymore, has decided to go his own way. Dispute over wages, I understand, but...
Ladies and gentlemen, on my right,
Taufik Hidayat, Indonesia.
Plenty of support.
On my left, Chong, Malaysia.
Well, plenty of support in both camps. Mulyo Handoyo, coach to the Indonesian. At the back of the corner, he looked a little bit anxious, didn't he, before the start of this? Of course, this is the 11th meeting between these two players. The Indonesian holds that advantage, having won 6 of the previous 10. But how significant, Paul Eric, do you think it is that he's won the last 2 occasions, Hidayat?
Of course, I think there's a mental side of it, which is very important. But having said that, I think one thing is very, very important for Taufik Hidayat is that his action towards the net, control of the net, is very important in order to beat Lee Chong-wei, which I consider being physically a bit stronger than Taufik.
Yeah, probably one of the fittest athletes in world badminton. Just missed it.
Service over, 2-1.
Indonesian looks a little bit nervous to me in these early stages.
He made a few mistakes on the cross-court shot, but another thing you have to look at is that Lee Chong-wei rarely plays the net drops. Keeps on lifting back towards the baseline, back line.
Missed it.
One reason he's doing this kind of game, Lee Chong-wei, is because he wants to tire out Taufik. He is relying on his physical capabilities, Lee Chong-wei. Therefore, he's not really playing that many net drops.
Never been in an all-England final as this Malaysian. He was his opponent twice runner-up in these championships 10 years ago in 1999 and then again the following year. Oh, perfection. Apologises for the good fortune of the net court.
4-3.
Rushing the shuttle off the top of the tape.
Service over. 4.
And very important for Lee Chong-wei. Try to leave out Taufik at the net by forcing him away from the net.
6-4.
Yes, I have to say the number of times that I've watched the Malaysian Lee Chong-wei, and you were picking up on the point in one of the earlier rallies that he often wants to just tire his opponents out by keeping the rally going, retrieving everything. And I love to see him being a little more positive like he was in that rally, taking the initiative. course, the Malaysian. Impatience there from Taufik Hidayat.
7-4.
Far too many errors flowing from the racket of the Indonesian. Indecision. He looks strangely passive at the moment to me. Hidayat. It's never going out. Well, a 7-point advantage for the Malaysian Lee Chong Wei at the mid-game interval. And I have to say, Paul Eric, I'm absolutely astonished by this.
That was really fast after a good start from Taufik. It seems as if that long rally they had around 4 or 5 points. They had a really long rally, and Taufik was realizing, well, this is going to be a hard work if I'm going to win. And he was not really ready to invest that amount of time in each rally, and he tried to find the easy solutions. Finding the easy solutions gave a lot of errors because he was not in balance.
Yes, and talking of a lot of errors, in fact, 9 of them gifted to Lee Chong Wei. 9 of his 11 points coming from his opponent's errors. And that's not what you expect of a former world #1, former Olympic champion, a former world champion. Needs to tighten up his game.
11-4.
So wants this title. I just wonder if perhaps the Indonesians' unquestioned desire to one day win the All England Championship is perhaps putting too much self-imposed pressure. Well, I honestly thought before the start of this match, because of the amount that's been written in the Malaysian press, the fact that they've said that their player, Lee Chong Wei, world #1, they're saying, well, it's no good being world #1 if you don't win the big tournaments. You've got to start winning when you are the favourite. And I thought he would be the one that was feeling the pressure, but it seems to be the other way around.
It definitely seems as if Lee Chong Wei is really comfortable, and he's playing Taufik around the court and using the speeds variation in the game in order to really bring Taufik out of balance, and he's really been having a good success with that so far. Taufik not really able of playing a card back to Lee Chong Wei.
To go down as a missed opportunity from the Malaysian.
6-13.
Taufik Hidayat here does a full pirouette before waiting for the next defensive shot. Simply haven't got time for that on a badminton court. smash. And no wonder the Malaysian flag is flying.
14-6.
And again, finding the weakness down. Hidayat's forehand side. Smashes down that forehand side.
That is 3 good smashes from Lee Chong-wei. And then I would say Taufik is playing too short when he's lifting from the net. The lift is too short. He's not really using the back line at the moment.
No, this time he's missed it. Switched it to the backhand side instead of going down the line.
7-16.
There's a sort of aura about the Malaysian. It seems to be just oozing confidence at the moment.
Service over, 17-7.
Misbah Sadek and Rashid Sadek, brothers, both been All England finalists.
Service over, 8-17. Service over, 18.
He's normally so consistent with his net play. Former All England champion Paul-Eric Masai made note of that right at the start of the match. Oh my goodness, yet another winning smash right down the forehand side.
8.
Well,
20. Game point, 8.
I certainly wouldn't have predicted this.
10-15.
Just 13 minutes. 21-8. I can hardly believe it. Well, certainly Taufik Hidayat has had 3 very, very tough matches to get through to this semi-final. But he looks completely off the pace. There, confirmation of the score, 21-8. Or would you have predicted this, Paul-Eric?
Well, I would say I'm a bit surprised that Taufik really didn't